Hello, Tarot viewers. Welcome to our Timeless Oracle reading. And our Oracle card deck for today is the Archangel Animal Oracle cards. And the Oracle card is entitled Dove. Okay. So, dove is one of those animals that have been used very commonly as symbol for peace, and also symbol for the presence of the divine. It usually symbolizes the Holy Spirit. Oftentimes when you look at the Christian faith, the presence of the Holy Spirit is usually symbolized by the symbol of the dove. And at the same time, I guess this is also the reason why it becomes a symbol of peace. Because when you are in the presence of the divine, peace, it's just normal for us to feel peace, to feel that our spirit is overflowing. For me, this is a very good symbol of our awareness of the presence of the divine. Oftentimes when we encounter certain feathers, they say, you get to, when you're walking along the road and you get to see feathers, especially if it is feathers, white feather, oftentimes it symbolizes the presence of our spirit guides, and at the same time also the presence of the divine. But oftentimes they refer it to the presence of the angels. But at the same time, when you look at the dove, it often usually symbolizes the presence of the spirit. So for me, even if it is a very commonly used symbol internationally, I mean, it's in our daily life. When you see a dove, you see immediately there is immediately a generic idea of what a dove could symbolize. For me, it's there is this certain joy when you see a dove. It reminds us that the spirit is always with us, that we are not alone, that the spirit always watches over us, and the spirit is always ready to fill our cup. If our cup is empty, the presence of the divine will fill it up, and sooner or later we will overflow. If our life is a little bit agitated, if there are a lot of anxieties, there are a lot of worries, the presence of the divine will give us peace. That is why oftentimes when you look at the dove, it also symbolizes peace. Another thing is, the beauty of the dove is, when you go to the park and you see, oftentimes you would see a lot of doves, and these doves usually are one of those creatures that would immediately trust humankind. They are the ones who would approach you more easily than the other animals. They somehow, for me also, the dove can symbolize dialogue, the ability to overcome one's fear and to reach out to other people in dialogue. They would usually approach us, and oftentimes you immediately know they are asking for something. Okay, they're asking for some food, and when you give them food, the more they reach out to you, the more they approach you. So there's a certain openness also. There is a certain willingness to reach out in dialogue. There was one religious person who once said, dialogue begins with God, or dialogue begins with the divine. And this dialogue that comes from the divine, draws everything close, or draws everything back to the loving arms of the divine. And somehow it is like that also. So maybe the next time you get to see some doves before you, I hope that it will remind you of the presence of the divine in our lives, and that every day the divine tries to communicate with us in different ways, and he constantly starts a dialogue with us in order to bring us back into his loving arms, to his welcoming arms. And I think that is the journey for us. If creation starts with the beginning of life, like for example, for some Christian faith, they will say it comes from the fountain fullness, or it comes from a spring. Everything comes out. Sooner or later, this spring will come back to the source. If you look at it on the scientific side, the whole of the universe began with a big bang, and this big bang started the process of creation, and it's constantly continuing now. But somehow also some people, some scientific studies somehow point to the possibility that in the end, everything that was that uh, came forth from the Big Bang, once the momentum slowers, sort of becomes slower, no, sooner or later, everything that came from the Big Bang will slowly come back again and go back to the source from which it came from. So it's somehow for me, it symbolizes also the reality of life. We came from the Spirit, we came from the divine, we came from God. All of us came from Him, and He constantly communicates with us as if He is drawing us back to Him. And I think this is the end also of our process. We come back to where we came from. So this is a process of our evolution and our life. It's like the wheel of life, wherein you came from above and then you go down, and then suddenly after a while you will come back again to the upper portion. It's like the process of the wheel of life. It's a starting of life and then coming back to the source from which that life came from. And so, yeah, these are what I could get from the dove. Maybe we can read a little bit more on the handbook from that accompanies this card, and maybe we can get some more insights. No, keep an open mind, because there are different points of views of different people. Well, take what resonates with you. Okay. About doves. The angel of peace worked through doves, and the pure white ones have become a worldwide symbol of peace. Their sole work is to approach humans and animals and to bring them messages of love, peace, and harmony. They communicate this through their energy fields. Angels of peace also work through pigeons, partridges, plovers, grouse, pheasants, and ducks, who try to approach people and animals so that they can impart their loving light. These birds also spread peace through flowers, trees, and the land itself. The service work of doves is to peck the ground to prepare it for new seeds to grow. The cooing of doves may sound monotonous to human ears, but it contains keys and codes of peace and harmony to soothe our consciousness and open us up to elevated thoughts and possibilities. Yeah, there's something about the cooing of the doves that somehow makes us feel mellow. Okay. Guidance. Your guidance is to take deep breaths and center yourself on the out breath until you feel calm and tranquil. Fill the cells of your body with pure peace. Hold out your hand and imagine a gentle white dove landing on it. Listen to its soft coo and allow it to open you up to a serene and loving way of being. Let your energy fields glow with peace and harmony. Think of people and situations in your life that would benefit from your light and visualize them being bathed in it. Plant new seeds of kindness, love, cooperation, or whatever is most needed for the highest good. Notice what changes occur. When your energy fields contain the keys and codes of peace and harmony, you become a catalyst for transformation wherever you go. Well, that's it for now, tarot viewers. I hope that you were able to get something that could help you in your journey in life. Until next time, have a great day.